Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Margaret and welcome to Purple Frog. You guys know what time it is, Barnes & Noble manga shopping. I'm really excited, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay everyone, so we just arrived and I headed straight to the merchandise section. As you can see, they have some really cool figures, plushies, and even squishies. They had a whole bunch of these blind bags. They had even more than last time. They had these really cool Sailor Moon, Naruto, and Demon Slayer ones, as well as Dragon Ball. They had more plushies and figures, and on the bottom here they had like some Gundam items. Here is the box sets, and here's the table of volume 1s. This Bleach one specifically caught my eye. This is really cool. I think it's like the 20th anniversary and I am loving the art on that. I saw a couple of new volumes on this table which I have not seen before, which caught my eye. If you guys know any of these series, feel free to comment down below with some recommendations for me. I love taking your guys' recommendations. You guys always recommend the best series. Moving on to the A section here, we have 10 Dance. I hear that it's a good BL series. I'm not sure. I know it's about dancing. Yeah, there's the Abandoned Empress, Gear, Ajin. I would like to get the Ajin manga at some point. I have watched the anime, and while the CGI was bad, the content was good, so I definitely need to pick up the manga. Here is Attack on Titan, an Assassination Classroom. Once again, Attack on Titan is thriving. There was no Banana Fish volumes that I needed, but they had a lot of Bakemonogatari, I think is how you pronounce that. They had an abundance of Berserk and Beastars. Here's the B section. There was a lot of volumes that I didn't really know the names of, but it was really cool to kind of see kind of more newer series or series that I don't know that much about. There's Black Butler and Black Clover, and then there's the Bleach volume once again. And there's Blood on the Tracks. I hear that's a good series. Is it a horror series? Let me know. I'm very curious about it because I just see so many people loving that series. There's Blue Period, but they sadly do not have the most recent volume, which is the one that I need. Then they also had Bungo Stray Dogs, and here is the Chainsaw Man manga. It looks like they had the majority, if not all of it, which is always nice to see. They also had Cheeky Brat, which is one of my favorite romance series. They also had the most recent volume of Classmates. I would have gotten that, except that it's like $20. So I'm just gonna wait till it's on sale or get it from Right Stuff or something because it's a little bit more pricey. They had Dekoboko Sugar Days and Bittersweet Days. They had a whole bunch of Demon Slayer and Devil's Line. Once again, I have watched the anime, but I have not read the manga for Devil's Line, and I hear it's really good. And we have the Suspicious manga. Then we have Dorohedoro. This one, I hear is another really good kind of seinen grittier series, so I definitely need to check that out. A whole bunch of Dragon Ball manga. Dream and Sun, I saw that. I have volume 1, but it's not really my thing, so I listed it on my Mercari. A whole bunch of Dr. Stone. You guys know how much I love Dr. Stone, so glad to see that. I saw this series Frieren, which you guys have recommended to me, and I was really considering getting it, but I didn't end up picking it up this time. They had a whole bunch of Fairy Tail and Fire Force. Fire Force is such an amazing series in my opinion. They also had Fire Punch and Fist of the North Star. They also had Fruits Basket. These collector's editions are beautiful. I also loved the Full Metal Alchemist Full Metal edition. I think that's what you call them. They're really pretty. Yeah, here is the G section. They had series like Given. They had all of Given, what looks to be, and I love Given. Great series. They had Go For It Again Nakamura. Love that series. I picked that up in a manga haul or a manga shopping video a while ago. They didn't have volume 19 of Haikyuu. They never have volume 19 of Haikyuu. When will I find it? I have been on the hunt for that for literally 2 years. I kid you not. They had this interesting Hatsune Miku manga. Never seen that before. They had Hell's Paradise, another great kind of grittier samurai series. If that's your thing, I would highly recommend checking it out. It is completed at 13 volumes. I have it. I love it. I binge it. I'm so excited for the anime. Yeah. And then on the top here we have Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter, but it was bothering me because volume 2 was put before volume 1 and I do not like that. But I ended up grabbing volume 17 since that is a volume that I'm missing in my collection. They had a whole bunch of just so many series and the shelves were all out of whack today, and that was very much like bugging me, so I fixed that. One of you guys in my last video commented about Inuyashiki, and I have not read or watched the series. I definitely will. I watched like some clips and stuff, and it looks like something that'll be like really interesting to me, so I will definitely check that out. They had the newest Junji Ito manga, as well as all of this Junji Ito so much. They also had a lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, of course, love JoJo's, and then they also had Jujutsu Kaisen and Kaguya-sama Love is War, another fantastic series. They also had Kaiji and Kaiji number 8. Some more beautiful series, like this is the best part. They have Kakegurui, which I think is how you pronounce it. Don't come for me, okay? There are so many ways to pronounce this that I've heard of. That's the closest I think. They had Killing Stalking. It's not my personal thing. I mean, yeah. It's nice to see that manhwa is getting printed in English, you know? I will say it does look like it's a pretty nice addition for what it is, so yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. They had Komi Can't Communicate and just a whole bunch of series that I didn't hear about, which I think that's so great that manga's kind of been getting more and more popular in the States here, is that we're getting more titles translated into English. And that just makes it really nice overall because there's so many new series and it's just great. Moving on, there is a whole bunch more manga, specifically I saw Mashal, another popular series that I've heard of. I've read a decent amount of the chapters online and it is pretty good. It's not my favorite, but I think it's a good series. They also had Mob Psycho and a whole bunch of My Hero. I don't know what was going on in this store today, but it was just like all of the shelves were like totally messed up. They have My Love Mix-Up. I'm really excited to get into this series as you guys have been recommending it to me, and I've been hearing so many good things. I'm so excited to get into it. Thank you guys for recommending it to me. They had, surprisingly, a small amount of Naruto manga, and they had a couple volumes of Nana. Yeah, it was just very much kind of sporadic, but at the same time, they had a lot of series. One Piece has been growing a lot in terms of, you can tell it's been getting a lot more reprints recently because before, in my earlier manga shopping videos, there was not nearly this much One Piece as there is now. They had Oran, which is always nice to see, as well as the Paradise Kiss 25th anniversary, and this series, which looked really interesting to me. Let me know if you guys have read it. They had Parasite, another great series. I've watched the anime, I've not read the manga, and the anime was chef's kiss. Beautiful. There was this series, it caught my eye, like let me know, is this a good one? It looked really interesting to me. I liked the foil on the cover. I've just never seen something like that before. Okay, this is the manga you guys were telling me that the art book in my last manga shopping video went with. So the volumes that they had in this store were damaged, so I'm gonna order online because that art is too beautiful not to get. Even though the volumes are super skinny and expensive, I will have to get them. They have The Promised Neverland, The Quintessential Quintuplets, that is a tongue twister. Radiant, I don't really know what the series is about. I've seen it before, but like, what is it about? I don't really see it in people's collections either. They had The Record of Ragnarok and this Bunny Girl Senpai, I think is what it is. Another series I don't really know much about. They had Rent a Girlfriend and a whole bunch of Sailor Moon manga. Yeah, I was really curious about what this volume was. It just looked like a normal volume of Sailor Moon. Then they had a whole bunch of Saint Young Men. The premise of the series is so funny to me, of like Buddha and Jesus living together. That's hilarious. I love the unique concepts that mangakas come up with. Then there's also this series, which I would like to get, but they didn't have volume 1, so I just kind of didn't end up getting that volume because it would be kind of random not to have volume 1. Yeah, they also had Seaside Stranger, another series I love, Seraph of the End, another series that I've watched the anime for, and it was fantastic. Yeah, I was just really happy to see like a lot of good series in here. It's just wonderful. There was the Silent Voice kind of collector's edition, and they also had A Sign of Affection. I love A Sign of Affection. If you know me, you know how much I love A Sign of Affection. It is beautiful. Yeah, they also had Silver Spoon. I've seen this in a lot of people's collections and I don't really know what it's about. I just saw like a cow and I'm like, this looks interesting. They had the Skip and Loafer volume. It's Christmas themed. Like, how cute is that? That is adorable. I love the art. The art is so beautiful. And then there is So I'm a Spider, So What, and So Leveling. So I'm a Spider, So What, such a great series. Such a tongue twister, but it's such a great series. I love kind of the protagonist's attitude and how positive she is. It's just very comforting. Then they also had Spy Family and some Splatoon manga. I did not know that was a manga series. They had up here just some more random series that I didn't really know a lot about. Yeah, it was really cool overall. They had this Strobe Edge series. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I heard a while ago that this series is like going out of print. Is that true? And also, I believe it's done by the same mangaka that did Aoharu Ride, if I am correct. They also had The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime and That Wolf Boy Is Mine. They also had the beautiful Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Love the artwork on that. I will never stop. I really need to watch the series or buy the manga. The artwork, every single time I go to a Barnes & Noble or a manga store, I have to stop and ooh and ah the artwork. Same with Tokyo Ghoul. I always have to stop and ooh and ah the artwork. Yet I have not read the manga. I mean, I've read a few chapters online, but I haven't actually gotten the physicals. So yeah, I really need to do that. Next, we have Twin Star Exorcists, another fantastic series. The spines are cool, kind of bother me when there's multiple next to each other, but I think it's cool. They also had Undead Unluck. It's crazy to believe that many volumes are already out. This series seemed really interesting in my opinion. They also had Vagabond, upon other things like Vinland Saga, and they just had they had such a wide selection. But it was also at the same time like random volumes. Then I saw Wand Dance. That was the volume I came here for. I'm just so excited for this manga. I have not read any dancing manga, but this seems really interesting to me. They also had the Wotakoi Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. Yeah, but anyways, back to Wand Dance. I love Wand Dance. Like, the artwork looks so beautiful. Like, I had to get it. And like when I got it, I was like, oh my goodness, like look at I love it so much. And then here's some of the light novels, MXTX novels, etc. I'm not really a light novel gal, you know. Yeah, this series looked interesting. That was some pretty cover art. And then this series, I believe it's about the sword people. There's an anime for that I believe I watched a while ago. Here is the end cap. They had some plushies, some more kind of relevant manga series and manga volumes. I'd like to get the Elusive Samurai at some point. I just need to figure out what's it exactly about, the premise. And then here is a close-up at their table of box sets. I did not know Cells at Work had a box set. That's really cool. They also had Attack on Titan. I believe they also had Fairy Tail and even the quintessential quintuplets, as well as like Cheese Sweet Home. So yeah, with that, I headed home. Okay everyone, so I just got back from Barnes & Noble's and let's get into the haul. Starting off with the first volume I got Hunter x Hunter volume 17. I am in love with Hunter x Hunter, such a good series. I always talk about it, seems like these days. I am excited that I found a volume that I did not have, and I've so far been really enjoying collecting this series, and I'm excited to get up to date, and I'm also excited for the next volume of Hunter x Hunter to come out. We have Killua on the cover here, as well as on the spine, and on the back we also have Killua. So yeah. Then the last volume I got was Wand Dance, which is about hip-hop, which I'm very excited to get into as I've not read any dancing manga yet. So I am very much looking forward to reading this. And yeah, the art style looks great if I do say so myself. It looks so beautiful, and I've heard of ballroom dancing, like Welcome to the Ballroom, as a dancing manga, but I've never heard of a hip-hop manga, so I'm very excited to get into this. So here's everything I got in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to comment, rate, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!